Hello. So today we are going to work on our testbed programming in Robot C. You should have created, if not, you will create a mechanism to test some Robot C program. This is the mechanism that we use at Sudlow for this particular assignment. This is the cortex. This is the brains behind the operation. You have the turn on and off switch here, and then this is where the battery goes. If you look, you have the motor ports, and these are the digital ports and analog, and then on the other side you have your motor ports. If you'll notice that they are plugged in, the black wire must be facing the outer edge, the outer side of the cortex in order for them to work. I have two motors plugged in, so motor 1 and motor 2. And then I also have two digital switches. This is my limit switch, and then this is my bump switch. Okay, so those are both plugged in and to the digital ports on my microbit. You also have a USB cord, an orange cord. This plugs into the computer and to the cortex to get the program downloaded to your cortex. So that is plugged in the back part here and into your computer. You also have a battery. You also have a battery pack that looks like so. This plugs in to the front of your cortex. This is a kind of a difficult place to put it in there. Please do not pull on the red and black cords or they will pop out. And this is, you grab it from the white part. Your teachers are not electricians, so fixing this is not something that I choose to do. Okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to your desktop and you're looking for a circle that says Robot C for Vex Robotics. All right. Once you have that open, I recommend doing a new file. And once you have the new file, you're going to verify that you have the correct platform. So you got to go to Robot, Platform Type, verify that it is Vex Cortex 2.0, Natural Language Project Lead the Way. When you have that verified, you're going to go to Motors and Sensor Setup. This is your analog sensors, digital sensors, motors. So in motors, we're going to do what's called camel case when you're programming. It is lowercase and uppercase. So left motor, I'm going to call it left motor, L-E-F-T, capital M-O-T-O-R. And the type of motor is VEX 269. And then in port 10, I have right motor, R-I-G-H-T, capital M-O-T-O-R. And also VEX 269. When I have that in, then I'm going to go to my digital sensor. My digital sensors are plugged into 2 and 9. So where yours are plugged in, it's going to be depend on how you set up your programming. My bump switch is in 2. I'm going to call that a bump switch, B-U-M-P, capital W or capital S-W-I-T-C-H. And the type of sensor is touch. And then in 9 is my limit switch, L-I-M-I-T, capital S-W-I-T-C-H. And it is also a touch sensor. Once I have that in, I hit apply and OK. And now you can see that my sensors are recognized by the computer program, and it tells me what port everything is. Says digital 2, digital 9, motor port 1, motor port 10. So now this is my task main. The curly braces, please don't delete those. Your program will not work if you do. You're going to put your programming between your curly braces. On the left side, you have what looks like natural language. That's where we're going to get all of our code. your setup, movement, robot motion, wait until, and special. We're going to start with movement. So you're going to click on movement, and this is where my start motor, stop motor is. So you're going to just click on what you want. We're obviously going to start the motor first. I'm going to click on it and drag it and then drop it in the 9. And then that's going to start my motor. I have 2 motors. So I want to push one of my buttons in order to get my second motor to start. So I'm going to use my until touch, drag that over. And then I'm going to start my second motor, go back to movement, drop that in. So I have start my motor and then my sensor, then I start my other motor, and then I want to use a wait time. So you can do milliseconds or seconds. And then I'm going to use my second switch. So I'm going to use until touch. Actually, I'm going to stop my motor. So I'm going to go to stop motor, move that over, and then stop my other motor. So what this is going to do is I'm going to start my motor, and then I have to fill in the parentheses. So my motor port, I'm going to choose left or right. It's up to you. Doesn't really matter. Has to be exactly the same spelling as the one above. So your speed could be anywhere from 15 to 127. And for some reason my stuff deleted, so hopefully yours doesn't do that. Until touch, I'm going to do either my bump switch or my limit switch. It's really up to you, it doesn't matter. It has to be spelled exactly the same. Yours won't do that. And then my other motor, so I use my left motor here, so I'm going to use my right motor here. And then I'm going to go a negative 25, so you can see that spins in the opposite direction. Don't forget to make sure your semicolons are there. Again, your code won't work. We're going to wait 5 seconds. My motor port. Now, which motor do I want to start? Right or left? It's up to you. And since I used the bump switch here, I'm going to use the limit switch here. And since I use the left motor here, I'm going to use the right motor here. Okay, and then my curly brace tells my program to stop. So then once I'm done with this, I have my curly braces. I'm going to check my code. Right now, everything is still black. I need to make sure that it works. So I'm going to go up here to the top and do compile program. And it's going to ask me to save it. Save it as your test bed. And it turns red, which means that it's okay. For example, if I changed something, or if I got rid of something, I'm going to compile again just to show you the mistakes that might happen. So you can see 2 yellow marks means that there is a minor mistake. If you have some debugging, it'll show you what to fix. So that tells you the program will still work, but it's not going to like it. So I'm just going to fix my spelling error. Now, if I were to get rid of my curly brace here and I compiled it again, I got some red errors, which means that this code is not going to work. So I have to have that curly brace in there. Sorry. Okay. All right, so that fixed it. Now, your curly brace should go down below, but my spacebar is not working all of a sudden. Again, remember from the video, that the computer really doesn't care about spaces because it doesn't read them. That's just for us, the motor, the programmer. So once I have my program done, it is what I want it to do. Then I'm going to download that to the robot. So first thing I have to do is plug in from my computer to the Cortex. Okay. And then I'm going to have some lights flashing here. Okay. Don't have my battery in yet. So now I'm going to put my battery in. And then I'm going to turn it on. And that's old code from yesterday. So then I'm going to go to download my 2 robot. It's not working. Okay. Okay, so my battery for some reason is not working here. This is why I'm having this problem. So just check your battery. Okay, so what will happen then is you will have it, it will download, you'll start, hit a start button, and then you will use the buttons, start it, wait time, that one's got wait time. Okay, so your program should work. All right, good luck with that. Hopefully that helps you out.